Today class, we are going to study about a different way to factorize quadratic trinomial. So it was Po-Shen Loh who rediscovered this method, this ancient method. B and B, it looks like the quadratic formula. But yeah, it is similar to the quadratic formula because the derivation is somewhat similar to the quadratic formula or completing the square. So here, you can see that this B here is the average of the numerical coefficient of the middle term. So here we have a complete trinomial, quadratic trinomial. This is the first term, this is the last term, and this is the middle term. Okay, the general formula for our quadratic equation is this: a, and then we have x squared here plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But here we have only algebra expressions because we don't have any term on the right side here. So a is the numerical coefficient of x squared, and b is the numerical coefficient of the middle term, and c is our constant. We need to take here in our formula the sign of the middle term and the sign of the last term here. So in our formula here, class, so how do we know if we are going to use this formula here or this formula here? You look at the sign of the last term c. So if that is positive, we change that one to negative here. We use this one. If this one is negative, then we use this one up here. Okay. Here we will just get the numerical coefficient of the middle term b, and you will see there that that one is capital letter B, and we are going to divide this by 2. Where b here is equal to b divided by 2. Okay, we include also the sign. So let's start and apply our formula there. So here, class, let's find the b. Why not we just put the b here and we can easily divide this by 2. So we have here 6, that this one is positive, so I'm not going to put any more the positive here. So we have 6 divided by 2 is 3, so we are going to use the 3. What is the c? The c is positive, so we put here the c, which is positive. So in our formula here, class, because the c is positive, just look here. If c is positive and this one is positive, then we use this one here. Okay, let's start. Let's have the b, in which this one is 3 already, and then we are going to have the plus, and we are going to have another plus here, a minus. 3 plus and 3 minus, so that is for this equation. Now we'll take the b squared. We square this one, and that is the square of 3. 3 times 3, it's 9, and then minus, and what is the c? The c is 8. So if we're going to solve this one is 3 plus square root of, you subtract 9 minus 8 is 1. And what is the square root of 1? That is 1. So we add this one, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Then the next one, we just put the 1 here. So 1, and that one is equal to 2 here. So in our factor, we have here x, because that one is positive, we write positive here, and the 4. And then x again, and then this one is positive 2, so we write 2 here. And x plus 4 and x plus 2 are factors for x squared plus 6x plus 8. Okay, let's apply that one to the second number. So I'm going to erase this one, class. Okay. I'm going to erase this one, and I'm going to put this one here. So we have x squared minus 10x plus 21. So I'm just going to factor. Okay. So let's take the middle term, which is negative 10. So if you are going to divide by 2, the b will be equal to, you include the sign here. Negative 10 divided by 2 is 5. That is our b. What about our c? The c is equal to 21 here. So which formula are we going to use? The same formula, because c is positive, then we are going to use this formula again. So let's take our b. So our b here is negative 5 plus, let's put our minus here, negative 5 minus. So that is plus and minus, include the sign, negative 5. And then with the computation, let's do this up here with a positive. So we will square this one. And negative or positive doesn't matter because it will always be positive. So we have 25 here. And look to our formula, it's positive. So we are using this one, minus. So the c is 21. Okay. So you have negative 5 here. Plus square root of 25 minus 21 is 4. So finally we have negative 5, and we take the square root of 4, which is 2. That will give us negative 3. Don't forget this one, we still have negative 5. So just put the 2 here, and you know it's negative 7. So we have x minus 7 times x minus 3. So in here, we have x minus 3 times x minus 7. Okay, take this one, b is equal to, include the sign negative here, class, and divide now. The 4 divided by 2 is 2 here. You put the c here, and it's negative 21 here. So if that is negative 21, c is negative 21, negative is, we use this one here. Negative 2 plus, and then the square root here. And then I'm going to put here the negative 2, but this time, this one is minus here. This one is waiting. So we square this one, 2 times 2 is 4. Now, because we are using this formula, this one is plus. And we just write the 21. 21. So you have negative 2 plus, this one is 25. And this was negative 2 plus 5 here. And we have positive 3. Put the 5 here. It's minus now. So we have negative 7. So for this one, we have x is minus 7. And the other one is x plus 3. Now, in number 4 class, the middle term is not exact, but we need to divide this by 2. So let us put the b, it's positive class, but we need to divide it by 2. 5 over 2. Or you may use decimal. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. I'm going to show you that one later. We'll have our solution first in fraction. So our c is equal to positive 4. If that's positive, so we are going to use this formula here. Okay. So b, so that is positive 5 over 2 plus, the other one is 5 over 2 minus. So here we square this one. So 5 times 5 is 25 over 2 times 2 is 4. We are using the minus. So we have minus here and we write the 4 here. Actually 4 is over 1 here. Okay, 4 over 1. So we have 5 over 2 plus, and then we have the square root, and then we are going to have the LCD. 4 and 1, our LCD is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1 times 25 is 25 minus, so 4 over 1 is 4 times 4 there is 16. 5 over 2 plus this one, it's 25 minus 16 is 9 over 4. Okay, I'm going to write here, I'm going to erase first this one plus 5, 2 here. Okay, so 5 over 2 plus, we take the square root of 9. You should include that one. Okay. Square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 4 is 2. Then we can add, because we have the same denominators, we can just add the numerators. So this one is 5 plus 3 is 8, and then we copy the 2. We don't add the 2 because that is the denominator here. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay. 5 over 2, not yet, we don't have yet the other one, minus, this one is minus, this one is plus, and we just write the 3 over 2, because we've computed that one already. We have it here, so what is 5 minus 3, it's 2 over 2, so this 2 over 2 is 1, so we have x plus 1 times x plus 4. For this one, we have x plus 1 times x plus 4. Alright, check. So here, we divide this one. 5 over 2 is 2.5 here. So here, just going to have a 2.5 here and the plus. Later with the minus. And then we are going to square this one. 2.5 times 2.5 is 6.25. Okay, positive, again positive, we use the minus, and then the minus. And we are going to subtract this 4, the C here. Okay, so you have 2.5 plus, we subtract now 6.25. Minus 4 is 2.25. 2.25. It's 2.25. And then 2.5. What is the square root of 2.25? So we get the square root of 2.25, and that is 1.5 here plus. So we need this one later. So when we add that one, 2.5 plus 1.5 will give us 4.0, or simply 4. Now the minus, we don't have yet the minus. 2.5 minus the 1.5 here will give us 1. And we have the same solution, x plus 4 and x plus 1. Now, a is not equal to 1 anymore. Our a is 3. So before we proceed to our b there and using the formula here, we need to make the numerical coefficient of x squared equal to 1. So we divide this by 3. We divide this by 3. We divide this by 3. So this one will be equal to 1. So this is now the new expression. So x squared plus, we can divide 14 over 3. So we'll leave a 14 over 3 and x. What for 24 over 3 is exactly 8 equals. Now let's find the b. b is equal to 14 divided by 3, or 14 over 3, and then we divide it by 2. Right? When we divide fraction by a number, we need to multiply it, to change it to multiplication by multiplying it by the reciprocal of this divisor. Actually, this 14 over 3 divided by 2 over 1. Now, what is the reciprocal of 2 over 1? It's 1/2. So this will become times now, and 1 will be up and 2 will be down. So then we multiply, we can cancel if you want. 14 and 2 gives us 7, and then we have the 3 here. 14 times 1 is 14, 3 times 2 is 6. 14 over 6, lowest term is 7 over 3. Okay, that is 7 over 3. What is our C? Our C is negative 8 here. So which formula are we going to use? C is negative, so we are going to use this one. B is 7 over 3, and then let us wait for the value here. Let's compute first for the value of b squared plus c. Okay, so let's set square root here. B is squared here, 7 times 7 is 49, and this 3 times 3, it's 9. And then that is plus, we add the 8, because we change the sign, plus, we add the 8. Actually that is 8 over 1. Now here going to have the LCD, which is 9. The 49 is still 49 here, plus 9 over 1 is 9 times 8 is 72 here. We add the 9 is still 9, and 49, 11 carry 1, 8, and that is 121. Now if we can take the square root of this one and square root of this one, then do it. Square root of 121 is 11, square root of 9 is 3. So this one, we're going to put here 11 over 3. So we have 11 over 3, and 7 plus 11 is 18 here, divide by 3. So we have a 6 here. Where's the other one? 7 over 3, and we have minus 11 over 3. So we have 3 here, and 7 minus 11 is negative 4. So here we have the first one here, which will be x plus 6. And the second one is 3, because this was the denominator, we put it up again. So it's 3x and then minus 4. And that is our answer for the factors of this number 5. Okay, let's have number 6 class. We have, again, this a is not 1. Divide this by 8. Divide this by 8 also, and divide this by 8. So the new expression will be x squared minus 14 over 8 x minus, still it's a fraction here, 8 equals. Now let us take the b. b is equal to negative that one 14 over 8, but we are going to divide it by 2. So we are going to divide it by 2. Now, this is division of fraction. This is actually 2 over 1. We change it to multiplication by getting the reciprocal of 1/2. So this one will become 1 over 2. And this one will become times. So if I'm going to write again, it will be negative 14 over 8. This one is times now. And the 2 will go down and the 1 will go up. It's times division. Now we can cancel here the 14 and the 2. Cancel the 14 and the 2, and we have a 7 there. So what is the value of b after dividing it by 2? It's negative 7 over 8. Alright, what is the c? The c is negative 15 over 8. So which formula are we going to use? This is negative, so we are going to use this one. So let's solve first this one. So for that one, we have to square this one. So here we have that one, and 7 times 7, it's 49. 8 times 8 is 64. And then plus, and then we'll just add the c. What is the c? 15 over 8. 15 over 8. Like that one. So this one is, let's find the LCD, which is 64. Here, 64 over 64 is 1 times 49 is 49 plus 64 over 8 is 8 times 15. 15 times 8, 120. So that would be equal to square root of 169 up, and 64 is here. We take the square root of 169, and that is 13, because 13 times 13 is 169, and 64 is 8. That one, this one is we're going to add to this one. Let's have the plus first. Negative 7 over 8 plus this one, 15 over 8. So what is our answer here? So we have 15 plus negative 7 is 6, and this is 8 here. Okay, that one is 1. Okay, have 3/4. So we can have this one as 6 divided by 2 is 3, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Alright, you can use 3/4. The other one, we are not yet through. So we have 7, 8 minus the 13 over 8 is negative 20 over 8. So divided by 4, it's negative 5 over 2 here. So here we have 3/4 and this one here. So we have 4x, because this one is plus, then we take the 3. This one is 2, we take the 2x, and then minus here the 5. So this is our factor for this one. And let's check. 4x times 2x is 8x squared. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. This one is 6x. minus 20x is negative 14x. Check. A is 1, there's no problem. So we'll just get the b. And our b here is 4 divided by 2 is 2. Our c is negative 3. So because that one is negative, we are going to use this one. B plus and minus, and then the square root of b squared is minus. This one is plus. Okay. Let's have this one, the b squared plus c. The b squared plus c is this one. Square root b squared is 2 times 2 is 4 plus, because that's one is plus, 3 is equal to square root of 7. Just leave that one as square root of 7. Or what is the square root of 7? So the square root of 7 is 2.646 if you want the decimal there. So let's have the 2 here. 2 plus, and the other one is 2 minus. And then this one is 2.646, and this one is 2.646 also. So for this one, our answer is 2 plus 2.646 is 4.646, and this one is 2 minus 2. So we have here negative 0.646. That is negative there. Then we have our factor, positive x plus 4.646 times, I'm just going to put here plus, this one, x minus 646, and this is our factor for this one. Now if you want to solve for the value of x, we equate that one to 0, the null factor theorem. So x here, if you are going to solve, if this one is 0 here, now we can solve for the value of x here, which is transpose. One is positive 646, the other one is negative 4.646. That's